Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Utsuro's Diary by Keiran, or Nekofuji. Keiran's a creator I've been following for a long time. I've been playing their games since the beginning. Anyway, I don't know anything about this game, much like everything I dive into. Pretty much everything I dive into blind. I haven't played any of Keiran's newer games because most of them have been left untranslated. But I have played the previous app, which is something about like rain or whatever, and I didn't really enjoy it. It felt like an app. Like it really felt like an app. I'm hoping this doesn't. I hope this is like an actual story or something, you know. It's got an actual story going on here. But like Keiran's old games. So I guess we shall see. Okay, so it looks like you gotta pay for happy endings. And dates, what? Please note that the above additional content may not be used for play-by-play commentary. Please note that the additional content portions listed above will not be allowed. So, even if I were to buy these, I couldn't record these, which is fine. So, I guess I'll just play through the base game for you guys. You gotta respect Keiran's property. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's go with the student edition first. Day 1. The classroom is crowded with people in the morning, as another depressing Monday came about as I was looking out the window with a blue mood.
Ohayo!
A cheerful voice jumps at me, leaning against the desk. Ha! She saw my big yawn and puffed her pout.
まあ、ハタロウくんってば、また夜更かししてゲームやってたんです。
Her name is Utsuro. She's my girlfriend. We have been dating for about 3 months. I was the one that confessed to her and she said okay.
まったく、授業中居眠りしちゃっても知らないよ。
There isn't a particular reason why I chose Utsuro. If I had to give a reason, then it's because I wanted her. I thought that even I can approach Utsuro, who was fairly quiet and didn't stand out in the class. Of course, this is a secret from her. It's something that I shouldn't tell her. Just thinking about how she will react if she finds out gives me these shivers.
さて問題です。今日は何の日でしょうか？ハタロウくん、わかるかな？
Taro, every protagonist in Keiran's game rhymes with an Ataro. Her birthday, I guess? Don't know. From my experience with Keiran games, the choices don't matter until like the very last choice. So let's just say I don't know.
ちょっと忘れちゃったの？今日は私とハタロウくんが付き合って3ヶ月記念日なんだよ。
How could I have forgotten? Utsuro has changed since we started dating. She's changed from a dull, dark atmosphere to a bright, energetic girl. I wonder if Keiran got a proper translator, because I know the other game Another game that got translated was really bad. It felt like a machine translation, and I just couldn't play through it. So this one seems okay though. She suits the natural look and can even be a model. She's definitely going to be popular now. She will shine when she's polished.
もう3ヶ月も経つんだね、あの日から。嬉しかったな。ずっと憧れてた波太郎くんからまさか告白されるなんて。
Utsuro's cheeks were as red as it could be. Girls in love are interesting. Love has a magical power. It transforms a simple-looking girl into this. However, it's the effort she put in. It was nothing but her achievement which gave me the opportunity. You can't say that it was me that changed her completely. In regards to that, there's some misunderstanding.
それでね、今日はいいもの持ってきたんだ。
Oh yeah?
じゃじゃーん、見て見て、かわいいノートでしょ。
What the heck?
交換日記だよ、波太郎くん。最近流行ってるでしょ。知らないの？みんなやってるよ。
Diary exchange. That reminds me that I do see couples in class exchanging cute-looking notebooks. I didn't know that was what it was for.
お互いのことをもっと分かり合うために必要かなって思ったの。だって私たちまだ付き合ってからたったの3ヶ月しか経ってないんだよ。ね、いいでしょ。
Well, by all means.
本当？ありがとう、波太郎くん。
As she was smiling from the bottom of her heart, she gave me the cute notebook. Don't I have to give her a notebook then? What's the exchange here?
今日からよろしくね。波太郎くんがこれを読んでいるってことは OK してくれたってことだよね。ノートを受け取ってくれなかったらどうしようってずっとドキドキしてたんだ。ありがとう、波太郎くん。大好き。これで離れていても私たちの心はつながってるね。波太郎くんとこんな風に交換日記ができるなんてすっごく嬉しい。まるで夢を見てるみたい。これから2人の思い出いっぱい記録していこうね。平日は学校で会えるから交換できるけど土日はデートの時だけだからちょっぴり寂しいね。早く波太郎くんに会いたいな。
I want to see Utsuro. I want tomorrow to come faster. Okay, I get what this diary exchange is. Kind of defeats the purpose of a diary to write a message, you know? So I'll say, I want to see Utsuro. I want tomorrow to come faster. Utsuro ni aitai. Usa is a universal save point. I saved it. This is a reoccurring little creature in Keiron's games. Let's move on to the next day. It's always a gloomy Monday, but today feels strange. There is no doubt that the scenery is the same, but even with a small difference in day, it feels like everyday life is a lot different.
Ohayo, Hataro-kun!
I wonder if it's because I started the diary exchange with Utsuro. It's been a week. It's interesting to see a different side of her through words and sentences that I can't see from just dating her.
交換日記読んだよ。ありがとね、お返事書いてくれてとっても嬉しかった。はい、昨日私も お返事書いてきたから読んでね。
Utsuro handed me the cute notebook with a huge smile on her face. I thought we could only exchange it on dates.
土日挟んじゃうと休み明けまで待ち遠しくなっちゃうよね。
My handwriting is messy and I suck at writing. Same. But reading her cute handwriting makes it fun. It may be an exaggeration, but it feels like we are exchanging each other's hearts.
不思議だな。交換日記を始めてから波太郎くんのことをもっと深く知れたような気がするの。いつも一緒にいるのにね。言葉だけじゃ伝わらないこと、思いを文章にした瞬間、文字には心が宿るのかも。形に残るものってこんなにも人を幸せにできるの。お手紙もきっと同じだよね。
Sometimes she says something like a poet. It's an area where it's beyond my depth of knowledge. I like the glasses. Now that I think about it, in the past she would be reading lots of books in the classroom and trying hard to write something. And so this is the Utsuro of the past. She's still pretty cute. This may be the world that was blooming in Utsuro's head when her head was empty. While I was thinking that, I was looking at her gentle face. Touch the area of interest. Okay.
でも最近は学校に行くのが楽しみになっちゃった。だって波太郎くんとお話できるし、一緒にお弁当も食べられるし、手をつないで一緒に帰ることもできるんだよ。早く会いたいな。会えたら思い切ってギュッて抱きしめてみてもいいかな。波太郎くんも同じことを思っていてくれたら嬉しいな。そういえば昨日野球の試合見に行ったんだよね。波太郎くんの応援してたチーム勝ててよかったね。
How am I supposed to
嬉しいことは私も嬉しい。
take the notebook?
今度は私も連れて行ってほしいな。
No.
一緒にいた女の子って。どうして私じゃなくて。
I guess this is where we click the points of interest. About yesterday. Went to see a baseball game, right? The girl you went with. Uh-oh.
私を置いて。私が選ばれなかったのは。
If Hataro-kun is happy, why I'm not me happy too? Okay. Translation is still kinda off. I forgot the name, but yeah. I left her, what? Huh? It's the same type of sentences as always. It's written in cute handwriting as always. What's this strangeness? I'm stuck. The erased part says, girl. I did go to a baseball game yesterday. I went with my cousin, Mikoto. Mikoto? Mikoto is only in elementary school, so I don't feel guilty. She's just my cousin. I was planning to go by myself, but her parents asked me to take her, so I took her. Wasn't Mikoto also in... So this is before Mikoto. And later there was another game, I forget what it was called, but Mikoto was a teacher. She was a teacher at this kindergarten school. It's interesting that she's a recurring character too. She is cute, I will admit that, but I don't have any feelings towards a cousin. That's a fact. First of all, an elementary student and a high school student don't go well together. Yeah, say that again. Anyway, how did you know that I even went to a baseball game? I didn't tell you, Utsuro. The more I reread the sentences, the more I don't understand. Or did you just happen to see me? But then it should be okay to talk because we are dating. It's not awkward to bump into a classmate by chance. I was afraid of getting cold because I was reading too much into the meaning of the sentence. Strange. Utsuro was being strange. It's not normal. Suddenly, I felt like I was scooped up from my feet and suddenly start writing my reply. I'm always excited when I write. Alright, this seems fine. You just happened to see me, right?
Nande? どうしてそんなこと聞くの?
How do you know things I didn't tell you? I ask her.
私、ハタロウくんの彼女だよ。当たり前じゃない。ハタロウくんのことなら何でもお見通しなんだから。
She laughed in a bright way, without any stigma. From another person's perspective, this would be a normal couple's conversation. But I couldn't help but be frightened from the chills creeping up on me. Utsuro and I are getting worse. I don't think she hates me, but because I was feeling unsure, I'm intentionally running away from Utsuro. From the painful sight of her seeing me avoid her, she doesn't know why she's being avoided. Please, guess. Please don't get into my private life anymore. Guess, dude. We gotta talk about it. Communication's so important, dude. You can't just avoid her. If I had known this, I shouldn't have started dating her. After all, Utsuro is very simple in class, and a target hard to get. After school, I won't make eye contact with her and leave the classroom as soon as I can. There's no time to be called on. If it's possible, I don't want anything to do with her. I wish I can just fade out like this. Like, I don't know what else happened besides that baseball event, but I don't know, dude. What the fuck? Sounds like you're the one at fault right now. As I was walking home by myself, I get stopped. She was out of breath when she caught up to me.
ねえ、どうして無視するの？
I couldn't hide my agitation from the words that came out.
ごめんなさい。交換日記渡したくて。
Utsuro was frightened. Her hands were shaking as she handed me the cute notebook.
お返事書いてほしいな。
It's time for a change. After all, if I continue to be with her, I don't know what she'll do to me. Feeling as if I was in danger, I decided to break up with Utsuro. Oh shit, the music stopped. That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. I guess it's the paid option here. I don't like you anymore. Let's break up. So I'm assuming we don't break this? Assuming we don't break up if we say this? I don't know. I don't like you anymore. I told myself to get it all out. Yeah, I didn't like you, Utsuro, from the start. I could have dated anyone. If they weren't ugly or cute enough for me to show off to people, I was fine with that. I wanted a girlfriend who could be that criteria. What the fuck?
え？
I don't want anything to do with a stalker like you, I told her with a straightforward expression. I don't know if it took her time to understand all of this, but she looked dazed.
そっか。
Utsuro wandered away with a gloomy expression like she did before dating me, with a spooky smile on her face. I went home, had dinner, and laid on my bed looking at the ceiling. Tomorrow's school again. The blank expression I saw earlier appeared into my mind. I mean, I don't regret what I said. I was only planning to play with her from the start. What the... What the fuck, Hatoro? Like, okay, she's a stalker, but you're an asshole. Things happen to us humans when we are living. Wow. Not only is he an asshole, he's a philosopher. You need to get through a lot of heartbreaks in life. In a few years, you will forget what happened today. I opened my bag to prepare for tomorrow. I looked inside and stopped. The familiar looking fancy pattern, the cute color that girls like. This notebook. I'm certain it's a diary exchange that I did with Utsuro. I didn't take it from her shaking hands. I don't remember putting it in my bag, but why is it in there? Maybe she put it in there without me noticing. It's something a stalker can do. It's possible. She's the bad person until the end. Isn't this some kind of harassment? Annoying. I'm going to throw this away. I threw it in the bin roughly. I guess let's see what tomorrow has in store for us. The next day, Utsuro didn't come to school. We were told by the teacher that she committed suicide and died. Oh shit. I doubt my ears. Everyone in the class all looked at me. Everyone knew that Utsuro and I were dating. Stop. No way. It's not my fault. You must be joking. Did she commit suicide because of the shock of being heartbroken? It wasn't supposed to be like that. I did what I did to her to protect myself. No, it's not my fault. I didn't kill her. I didn't do anything. It's not my fault. Of course it isn't. Immediately, I transferred schools to escape from the guilt. No. This was taking a turn I wasn't expecting. To start over. To enjoy my youth with people who didn't know my sin. The memory of the sin faded away with time. Then, as I graduated from high school and became a working adult, I found a job, started packing to move to the city. This is where we find the notebook, I guess. Oh shit. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like her to go yandere and just kill me. Typical Keiran stuff, you know? I mean, this is Keiran stuff too, but a few years had passed since that day. It seemed like a long time that I don't remember anymore. I was reborn. From here, a new chapter of my life will start. As a working adult, I won't depend on my parents and live for myself. I organized my old albums with a refreshing feeling. Nostalgic. When I was a naughty elementary student to rebelling against my teacher and parents in middle school. I guess the Lolita version is about his past then. As my rebellious years had calmed down, I wanted to experience love in high school. I remember that during those days, it was embarrassing not to have a girlfriend and watching everyone around me with girlfriends. As I was flipping through the album and something fell on the floor from one of the pages. What is it? Oh shit. How did it get in the album though? Maybe my parents came in the room and put it there? Or what if she's not dead? When I checked my feet, there was a faded notebook. I remember that pattern. What was it from? I grabbed it and opened the page. The door of memories opened and burst out of my head. Utsuro's diary exchange. The last memory of her having a blank expression appeared in my mind. Anxiety increases. Every day, brother. My heartbeat is beating so fast that I feel like my heart is going to pop out. Why? It's insane. Why is this notebook here? This is not supposed to be here. I threw this away that day with my own hands. I could have stopped it, but once I realized I was opening the notebook. Our interactions back then are well documented. The history of false love remained firmly in place.
太郎くんに嫌われちゃった。私何か悪いことしちゃったのかな。わからなくてごめんなさい。私にもし悪いところがあったなら言ってほしかったな。太郎くん、 太郎くんに会いたい。会いたいよ。どうしたら許してもらえるの？もう会えないの？もう口を聞くことすら許してもらえないの？私このままお別れなんて嫌だよ。太郎くん、太郎くん、太郎くん、太郎くん、太郎くん、太郎くん、太郎くん、太郎くん、
It's not my fault.
考えても考えてもわからない。太郎くんにどうしたら許してもらえるのか。神様、教えてください。もう一度彼と手をつないで歩きたい。二人で一緒に幸せに笑っていたいの。それだけなのに、それ以上のことなんて望まないのに、どうして彼は遠ざかっていくの？私はどこで間違えてしまったの？もしかしたら私が学校に行くだけで、彼の目に入るだけで、生きているだけで不快なのかもしれない。どうしよう、どうしよう。ごめんなさい。私悪い子で、波太郎くんとどうしても一緒にいたかったの。ずっと大好きで、やっと叶った恋なのに、自分で壊しちゃったの。もう死んでやり直すしかないのかな。私がいけないの。私が悪いの。私が。今日から波太郎くんとずっと一緒にいられる。やっと会える。永遠に隣に。やっと夢が叶った。嬉しいな。毎日生きている彼を見ているだけで心が満たされるのがわかる。私こんなに幸せでいいのかな。波太郎くん、就職おめでとう。これからも毎日私がお弁当を作ってあげるから楽しみにしててね。
Fuck. Oh, fuck. She was alive.
誰だ？
Cold hands are completely blocking my view. It didn't take me long to realize that those hands were hers. I desperately screamed out for help, but my death scream fell into darkness. Soon after I realized that my resistance was hopeless, my consciousness was dragged into hell. That's right. Even though she had lost her body, she had protected me all this time. I'm happy. From now on, I can be with the girl that I love. Bad end. Not sure.
Asami escape.
What? What is this? Oh, it's a fucking ad. Well, not sure I understand.
Utsuro Nikki.
I'm not sure I understand that ending. I thought she committed suicide, but she was there with him? For a second, I was thinking, wouldn't it be fucked up if Keiran just wrote a really depressing story without a yandere twist at the end. Like just an actually depressing story. And the notebook had something like sad written into it. More sad than crazy or twisted. But I guess that's not part of the course per Keiron games, which isn't a bad thing, you know? I just think that would have been a nice twist on the usual Keiron games. Well, let's go back to day 3. We'll play out the other ending, and then on the next episode we can finish up the Lalita edition, which is a little uncomfortable to play. I saw a screenshot of it, and it was a little girl lifting her skirt. I don't know what the context for that is, but it is a little concerning, so I'm not sure if I want to go and play it on YouTube here, but I'll think about it. Anyway, let's move on to day 3 and get the other ending. And we've reached the fork in the road. So last time I picked I don't like you anymore. Let's just tell her straight up that we want to break up. Let's break up. Yeah, straight up. She looked down on me. She shrugged in disappointment. I've never seen that bitter face before. She sounded like she was about to cry any minute, then left. I can't say anything. I can't say it. I can't find the words. I can't tell her the reason I chose her was because she was a plain and curious person. That's silly. I can't tell her that. Goodbye, Utsuro. Day 3 clear. Next day. The next day I went to school and opened the classroom door as usual. The classroom was crowded and loud, then suddenly froze. Everyone looks at me, then looks away. What is it? Did I do something wrong? I went to my seat without knowing what was going on. Shinu... That's what it says, right? I forgot what this kanji is. I don't really know Japanese that well. How did we go separate ways? From that day, I was bullied. Everyone's eyes looked cold. The judgment from everyone escalated every day. To break up with Utsuro-chan, even though you're ugly. You cheeky bastard. Who do you think you are? Wow, disgusting, dirty. Why do you come to school? You definitely haven't taken a bath. You're rubbish. You don't have the value to live. Why were you born? You should just die already. I put my face on the desk and tried to hug my body. I don't want to hear everyone's harsh words anymore. If I'm not careful, the word death comes to mind. I don't want to come to school anymore. In this state, I'm really... A beautiful familiar voice echoed among the abusive voices. When I raised my face, there was her gentle smile like an angel.
魅力がなかったから振られちゃっただけ。だから、
Those who heard in the class got more heated. Why did you dump such a nice, cute girl? No one will forgive you no matter what you say. The strongest looking boy in the class grabbed my hair and rolled me onto the floor. I got kicked in the nether regions and my breathing became shallow. Seeing me coughing, the guys thought it was funny and jumped onto my back and kicked me. The gastric juices regurgitates and my world in front of me spins. I think I was crying. I didn't know how miserable I was looking or how I looked to them. I didn't have time to think about that. A girl was looking down at me as I was laying on the floor of an empty classroom. An ordinary girl that got betrayed with my light feelings.
そんなボロボロになって、それでもあなたは生きていたいの？みんなが言うように、死んじゃえば楽になれるかもよ。
She looked at me as no words came out and gave a pity look.
辛いんだね。ねえ、波太郎くん。助けてほしい？
Even if it turned out like this, will she give me a helping hand? From this despair and regret, will she help me? Utsuro, I get teary. I made a slight nod after we make eye contact.
じゃあ、ほら、書いてよ、お返事。
In front of my eyes, the diary exchanging falls messily. That's the diary that once neglected me.
何ぼーっとしてるの？早く受け取ってよ。
With a dirty look on her face, she glares at me and tells me to pick it up. I was frightened and picked up the diary with my shaking hands. Utsuro stares and gives me a smile.
ごめんね。私知ってるんだ。波太郎くんが私を選んだ理由。
Oh shit.
地味でおとなしそうな私なら敷居が低いからいけるだろうって思ったんでしょ？誰でもよかったんだよね。波太郎くんは誰でもいいからとりあえず付き合いたかっただけなんだよね。
She knows.
彼女が欲しいだけ。彼女というステータスが欲しかった。そうだよね。
She knew. Did you see the truth that I never said? Did everything just roll out of my hands?
続き、楽しみにしてるから。
Utsuro laughed at me as if she was all rubbish.
愛してるよ。波太郎くんももちろん私のことを愛してるよね。私に波太郎くんの人生をちょうだい。
There's only one road left for me. I just have to swear my love. Obey her. I like this one. I swear my love to you. Only then can I survive. I just want to be forgiven, helped. I just wanted to squeeze out everything I needed to say. It can be a lie. It can be anything. I need love. Please help me. Please help me.
波太郎くんはもう私の奴隷だね。
Bad end.
Utsuro日記。
I think that was a better better ending than the last. Dude got what he deserved. And then some, a little bit overboard, but it's fine. Oh, that was the student edition of Utsuro Nikki, or Utsuro's Diary. Look at me speaking Japanese like a fucking weeb. It was a good game. Keiran's games are always, I always really like the dark twist that comes with Keiran's games. In particular, that game with the 3 girls was probably my favorite. Not my favorite Keiran game though. I think Yandere was overrated. I don't even know what people think about that game, because I don't know anyone that likes Keiran games. But yeah, Yandere was not one of my favorites. The game with the 3 girls was really good. Makoto Mobius, definitely a strong one. The most recent one with the, not the most recent one, but one of the more recent translated games with the Pink Curl Girl was also pretty good. Those are my thoughts on this game. I wonder who this brown-haired girl is. I guess she's locked behind the other route. Feels good to play a Keiran game again, because it's been so long since anything's been translated. Anything that's been translated with a good quality, that is. This one was still pretty iffy at the end, but only a few grammatical errors. I don't know if I'll be playing the Lolita version, because, like I said, there was a bit of an issue with it that's a little concerning. But with it being underage little girls and lifting skirts, that doesn't seem like very safe to play. I'll probably play it off screen, but if it's nothing too crazy, maybe I'll throw up a video of it. Thank you all for joining me on this playthrough of Utsuro's Diary by Keiran. I'll leave the link down below where you can find it and where you can find Keiran stuff, and I'll catch you guys all in the next obscure horror morbid indie game. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.